Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. And alongside Clark Kellogg and UCLA Bruins.
For the title. I mean, this game might be
through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the...
Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in power forward. Badgers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw good from Decker. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
There's a good screen. Outside Hill. Evans setting the pick for Hill. He feeds it to Kaminsky. Comes up empty off the pick.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it. And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
A pass to Decker. And there's the feed to Evans. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Here's Davis. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Kaminsky misses. On defense, Wisconsin. They trail by 1.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
The kick out to Hill. Pulls up, high post, and that one hits back iron. Here's Davis. And another miss by UCLA. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't.
The Badgers leading by 3. Hill dishes to Decker. Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. The steal.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Picked away. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Campbell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Fresh is checked in for UCLA. And he can't hit the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Decker. UCLA grabs the miss. Looney's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Davis throws it down.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Here's Evans. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Bruins on. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Davis, he's in at the point. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the center. And for the Badgers, Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward position. And for the Bruins, Davis, he's in at point guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot. Hill kicks to Decker. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. The Badgers making a switch here. Here's Kaminsky. And it falls over the rim and in. Kaminsky's got his first points of the night.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Hawkins has got the game tied up here for the Badgers. It's tipped. Stolen by Conley. Kaminsky with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Right side, Conley. It's stolen by Johnson. Thomas passes to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 14 points for Davis.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Conley dishes to Hill. It's Hawkins on the wing. Hill left side. Down low. It's stolen by Johnson.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Irving's checked in for Johnson. Looney comes in for Thomas. Campbell, he's checked in for Morris. And Freeze subbed in for Barton. Now, here's Decker. Campbell defending. Now, Decker. And he gets it to go.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Here's UCLA and Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Peyton is out there with Fisher. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot. And Davis, here we go.
What to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Decker with it. Pass to Evans. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And UCLA leads by 2.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Perimeter, posts, rotate over, and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Irving. In fresh, the Bruins making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And Wisconsin going with almost an entirely new group here. Latrey. Out left to the wing. A 3 ball. Davis can't get that one to fall. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Conley kicks to Walker. Pass to Kaminsky. Shoots the 3. UCLA grabs the miss.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
You other guys, as soon as the shot goes up, crash the glass.
There's 25 seconds left here in the second half. Davis against Hawkins.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
There's the steal, and now we've got the intentional foul. So it's Wisconsin picking up the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr.
Hey,
P?
Bobs.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking environment, I love it, freaking environment. This freaking environment thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in mind, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but Like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But, freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Vic could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by number one. That's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know what? But it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
Yvette.
me?
Wait, Freak. You still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
It's none of
Go
your
for
business.
it.
Can I just interrupt
Your tone.
for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak. But you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do. Nobody is better.
Seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to understand.
Would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you, son.
Love you too, son. Bye.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select
Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky.
Second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select
D'Angelo Russell
from the Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select
Jahlil Okafor from Duke University.
With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select
Kristaps Porzingis
from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select
Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia.
With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select
Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky.
With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select
Emmanuel Mudiay
from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select
Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona.
With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select
Frank Kaminsky
from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select
Justice Winslow from Duke University.
With the 11th pick in the NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select
Miles Turner from the University of Texas.
With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select
Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky.
With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select
Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky.
With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select
Cameron Payne
from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select
Kelly Oubre
from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select
Terry Rozier.
With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select the 19-year-old point guard from UCLA.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady, Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you. Uptown.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell Mama.
No, Mama.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk, and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that it was true. It happened to me.
DJ Khaled.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of God the
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. You can feel the energy here in the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The Bucks looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. First chance here. Glimpse of professional basketball from Davis.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just...
And mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from Davis.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just won those first points.
Davis in at point guard. Jabari Parker is out there with Monroe. Bayless, and it's Middleton in at the three. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. It's Davis with the drop. And it's good. Davis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Middleton on the wing. 7-foot shot. Knicks with the rebound. And here we go. Roten heading to the hoop.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. And the second free throw, good.
Well, as you said, guys, I mean, the Bucks struggled early in their series against the Bulls, but they got the momentum and forced a Game 6, but then were blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
And Bayless kicks to Davis. And again, the Bucks miss.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turned in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
18 feet out. And the Bucks miss again. The Knicks leading by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Monroe up top. O'Quinn defending. Shot clock at 6. Monroe dishes to Davis. Let's go. Another shot, and it's laid in by Monroe. Monroe's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better be making some noise for your energy. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin.
The clock runs out, and we're heading.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. Nice work coming off the bench, guys. Great energy, great offense. We really got to show our depth in the first half. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. We've got an uphill battle on our hands, no doubt about it. I don't want to catch you guys looking at the scoreboard. All we can do is play our game.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. A fantastic different look for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Parker. Bayless comes in for Chris Middleton. Davis is subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. The Knicks also changing it up. Derek Williams comes in for Robin Lopez. And Roten subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. On the court for the Knicks, Porzingis is out there with Williams. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Calderon in at the 2-guard spot. The shot's good from Bayless. Well, we've always talked about how scary Giannis could be when his jumper is hitting grade. Every year, it seems to be improving.
And last season, Kevin, he shot just under 50% from the floor, so that's a huge jump for him.
Nice job coming off that screen. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Davis up top. He's covered by Roten. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. It's rebounded by New York. Williams has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Anthony against Antetokounmpo. Anthony can't hit.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And Davis can't get it to go.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Got it. Ball inside.
There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. This is to Bayless. Screen by Monroe. Fires from the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here we go. Fast break. Broken's got it. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And so the Bucks take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Carter Williams. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch. Kenny, your thoughts?
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Hart.
Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Last game for the Nets, a loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. Group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Plumlee comes in for Parker. Jared Bayless is checked in for Chris Middleton. Davis is subbed in for Carter Williams. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Davis, he's in at the point. John Henson out there with Plumlee. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Bayless in at the shooting guard position.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That's good from Brook Lopez. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
It's Davis with the drive. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Kilpatrick. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis. And the pass to Sloan. Here's Kilpatrick. Shot clock at 5. Tries from 16. No good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Brooklyn making some changes. Henry Sims comes in for Brook Lopez. Robinson is subbed in for Thaddeus Young. Well, Clark, the Bucks were much improved on the road last season, going 18-23.
Yeah, they were very competitive. This young team fought hard and rarely found themselves out of games on the road, which is a good sign for the future.
Here's Sloan. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
And for the Bucks, who only won 5 road games in 2014, last year's mark of 18 is a huge step forward. Still, they had problems last year as they had an 11-game road losing streak towards the end of the season.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Sloan. He's guarded by Davis. And Sloan kicks to Sims. The shake. And Henson sends it back. The Bucks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Well, I tell you, the Bucks are taking steps in the right direction on the road. The problem is the franchise hasn't had a winning record on the road since 2001.
The jumper from the free throw line is good. Davis has got his first 2 points of the night.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Nets passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. Sloan, that's good. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Henson. He dishes it to Bayless. Here's Davis. Davis can't get that one to fall. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Sloan. Here's Sims, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
It's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
And Milwaukee, both teams making some changes here. A minute 42 left in the first half. We talk about players that don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
There's a screen by Robinson. And Sloan kicks to Robinson. Feeds it to Sloan. There's a screen by Robinson. Clock is at 3. Lets it go from the wing. Sloan's shot is off.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Pass to Davis. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Davis. Davis can't get that one to fall. The Nets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
41 seconds left in the first half of the game. And Davis sends it back.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Sloan passes to Kilpatrick. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 5. Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 1. Outside, Davis. Stolen away. And the first half comes.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. On the flip side, I liked what I saw out of us on D. There was good communication. Keep talking and cooperating, just like that. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace.
All right, now, I want everyone here to...
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. Donald Sloan comes in for Jarrett Jack. The Bucks also changing it up. John Henson's checked in for Jabari Parker. Bayless comes in for Antetokounmpo. Davis is subbed in for Carter Williams. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2 guard. So that's the Nets 5.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Davis gets a wide open look, and the Bucks miss again.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Henry Sims is checked in for the Nets. Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Bayless dishes to Davis. For the lead. Rebound, Brooklyn. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rebound by Monroe.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and they had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. Sloan shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
And the Bucks making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Here's Sloan. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Second free throw, no good.
Move it. Move it.
Bucks trail by 4. And Henson kicks to Davis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Henson the pass to Davis. Pulls it up. That doesn't go either for Davis.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
For Brooklyn, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Nets. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous.
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with us. You had a great game tonight, scoring, rebounding the basketball. This kind of performance has got to feel pretty good.
I just wanted to go out there and have fun with my boys. We had a great time. My guys got me the ball where I could score easily, and we just need more of that in the season.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Brook Lopez. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight. Big time. They needed this sort of performance for him. He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
Just a dominant display by Brook Lopez in the post tonight. Lopez is a threat on multiple levels. His offense is always going to be there, but his defense isn't far behind. And I don't think he gets enough credit for his rebounding either. He's solid all around.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.